This is the 2025 Brewtubers Online Brewers Club Malt Experiment, Amber Ale. Thanks to our sponsors. 5 Star Chemicals. Check out their new online straight-to-consumer homebrew shop where you can buy everything from Star San and line cleaner to the new liquid PBW that can be used at temperatures as low as 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Check out their online store at 5starchemicals.com/home-brewing. Beer and Wine Hobby Homebrew Supply Store. A local homebrew shop in Danvers, Massachusetts. Order any malt they offer in any quantity you want, and if you order before 11 a.m., they'll package your items and ship out the very same day. Visit the store at www.beer-wine.com. Let's get tasting.
Hey guys, Matt here from Rec Brewery. Let's go ahead and do another review. We have a couple left. This is going to be number 10 for the Brewtubers 2025 Malt Experiment, where we all brewed the same amber ale recipe. I'll put the card up here for you to check it out. And we all added in our own specialty grain to the bill, just to kind of see what each thing will do. Kind of a nice little variable. This beer is from Matt over at Irondale Brewing, and he decided to use the Simpsons amber malt. He put a hefty amount in there too, 12.6%. So what I know about this malt is it's basically Simpsons' version of biscuit malt. Now I used biscuit malt in mine. I didn't use quite this much. Mine was about 5%, but I did the Carolina biscuit, which is supposed to be, a little sweeter. It's got that sweet underside of a cookie taste to it. It's got a breadiness to it. I'm expecting this to be similar in some ways. I did look on their website just to see if there were any other kind of characteristics they would specifically call out, but it's basically coming across as their version of biscuit. They kind of say it's dry, biscuity, toasty. You can use it from anywhere from 5 to 20%. So I'm guessing, I could be wrong, but I'm guessing that Matt decided the 12.6% to kind of hit it right in the middle. Matt, you can correct me if I'm wrong on that, but this seems to be right in the middle of that usage rate. The cool thing is that we have a Victory malt in this grain bill, so it already has a little bit of biscuit malt to it. And so just like myself, I wanted, with my biscuit malt, I wanted to see what happens if you amped up the biscuit, the variable in the beer. Matt is taking a little bit further than that. So I'd be really interested to see the difference here in this one. Let's go ahead and crack it open and see what we got. Oh, I probably should have read the can. I'll do that here in a second. We'll give this a chance to kind of hang out in the glass for a minute after the pour. We'll take another look at that can. So, again, this is, being that he used a biscuit malt, it's not one of the darker ones, it's certainly one of the lighter ones. In fact, this is probably very close in color to mine. Very, very clear. Just kind of first impressions of this. Very nice in the glass, crystal clear. Got a nice finger and a half of a head there, I guess. We'll see how long that hangs out. But in proper tradition with the other beers, I'm just going to go ahead and bring this up to the camera. You can see just how clear that is. You can see straight through the kettles, at least I can. There you go. So, looks very nice in the glass. Let's go ahead and talk about what's on the can here real quick. 5.1% ABV. We already talked about how much the malt he put in here. Nice descriptions on here on the side. 1052 OG, final gravity 1013, SRM is 13.5. And let's see, brewed on June the 7th, kegged on June 22nd, and canned on July the 19th. I think that's a 9. It's either an 11 or a 9 or a 19, I'm not sure. Yeah, but Matt's got nice can work here, so hey, maybe next experiment I'll do the little carousel for you guys. But here, just take a nice look at his can work here. Very, very nice. Lots of detail on there. Very cool. Feel free to pause if you want to read any information that's on the can itself. But we've had a chance to kind of hopefully I didn't let the aromatics kind of die away really quickly by not going right in, but yeah, just topped it off a little bit here. All right, so visual again, very clear. It looks like it's got some decent carbonation in there. I can see some bubbles. And yeah, the head's not really sticking around too long. I just topped it up, so I brought it back a little bit. but it's hanging onto the glass a little bit, so it looks nice. Let's go ahead and try it for the aroma. Yeah, that's very reminiscent of like a baked bread for sure. Getting all those bready, almost like a fresh dough, even as you're kind of kneading the dough, making bread. Getting a lot of those characteristics in this for sure. Very, very nice in the in that category. I don't know if I'm getting much of the toasty that they're calling for on their website. Certainly not roasty either. Not getting any really sweetness in the nose. Not getting any of the hops, which you're not supposed to. This is a very malt forward beer. But yeah, this to me, this reminds me a lot of kind of like when you go out and you kind of squirrel away some of those dinner rolls at your dinner when you go out to eat. When you're making, trying to think, yeah, when you're kneading the dough when you're making bread, or even when you're making pretzels. That's probably another good descriptor. When you're making pretzels and you're kind of you're in front of the Auntie Anne's, let's say, and you're watching them kind of twist the pretzels before they throw them into the oven. This is giving a lot of those kind of aromatics. Very, very cool. All right, let's go ahead and dive in. Cheers. Yeah, that's cool. I'm probably picking up a little bit of the sweetness now in the taste. See, for mine with the Carolina, it was sweet in the aroma too. This is mostly just, if I'm getting any sweetness out of this, and even if it's perceived, it's just in the taste, not in the smell. But yeah, pretzels, biscuity, bread, baguette, all those kind of things are kind of all those words are kind of throwing at me here on this one. Certainly getting all those kind of biscuity notes from this. It's a little bit of a different twist because it's a different type of biscuit malt, but very cool. Yeah, I don't know what else I want to say about this. I think that kind of characterizes everything on this. And if I now that it's warmed up a little bit as I'm sniffing it, maybe I might be getting a little bit of a hint of what I might consider like a Vienna character, sort of. I don't know if I would call it so much nutty, but I'm definitely picking up some of the similar characteristics in this. And maybe it's just because of the amount of biscuit that's in this. You figure the base recipe already has some in there. This is another 12.6% on top of that. So there's a good amount of biscuit in this. And I don't think it's overwhelming at all. I think it's a nice contribution to this beer. I think it came across very nice. It definitely complements it pretty well to me. It's not as balanced as some of the other beers are. This one definitely is screaming biscuit all day long. It's giving all those notes I already kind of called out with the sort of the fresh pretzels, the biscuits, the fresh baked bread, or even like I said, the kind of a kneading of the dough. All those sort of things you're getting in this, so that's definitely pronounced in this, and I think that's what he was going for. It's not so much that I would consider it over the top by any stretch, but it's also not balanced either. So it is kind of, if I were to say anything bad about this beer, it's taking away maybe from the other malts that are in here. But in this case, it's still a delicious beer. It's very nice, and I would definitely drink on this until the keg was gone. Mine went pretty quick. This wouldn't have taken much longer either, I don't think, if I had this on tap here at the house. So yeah, if I were to do this, yeah, I mean, I certainly, the same as what I said about mine. Would I put this malt in amber ale? Absolutely. Might tone it down a little bit if I was trying to go for a more traditional amber ale. But this is fun. This is a really cool experiment. This was a cool malt to put in this, and well executed, Matt. Very nice looking beer. Drinks very well. Rankings. Let's see. As I think about this some more, I think what I'm going to do with this beer, I do like it a lot. I'm certainly going to put it up in the top 3. I still think Billy, he still ekes out with the Mildennoiden. Nick with the Red X, I do like that one a lot as well. So I'm really fighting with this if I want to put this in 2nd or even 3rd. Let's see. I think I'm going to put this probably as number 3. And, you know, again, it's not because this is a bad beer in any stretch. I mean, hell, you made the top 3. I mean, none of these beers have been bad. All the brewers in our club are fantastic. All the brews that have come through have been fantastic as well. Really nothing to say bad of them. I mean, this is an experiment. This was the point of this. You know, everybody's execution has been phenomenal. All the beers have looked great. It's just really interesting to see what all these different malts do to the beer. Some for the better, some for the worse. It's all personal preference, really. And in my personal preference, I'm going to put this at number 3 out of all the ones I've tried. I got one left. I believe it's Rigger Brews is the last one I got to do. So I'll probably cam up here soon and knock that one out. Go ahead and thank our sponsors. We've got 5 Star Chemicals to keep the brewery nice, clean, and sanitary. Beer and Wine Hobby is our local homebrew store of the club. And we thank both of you. We couldn't have done this experiment without your support. Beer and Wine Hobby, we got all of our ingredients there. And of course, 5 Star, you know, we keep the brewery going so that we can brew nice beer like this. Come check us out, brewtubers.com. You can come do fun experiments like this. You can come join our Discord, come hang out with us, our knowledgeable folks there, and trade beers. You can see the fantastic craft for yourself. All right, well, we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good night. Cheers.